Alright guys, so a lot of stuff has been happening. I know that I was previously doing like a trade up series. Long story short, traded my white Loho for the SN95, SN95 for the blue GS300, traded the GS for a bag Tahoe, traded the bag Tahoe back for the Loho. Then I traded the Loho for a 370Z. Then I crashed the 370Z. And now I have my own place. Fortunately, I was able to get a couple, you know what I'm saying, stacks for the Z and use that to get my own place. With that being said, now I have the Turbo RSX series coming. I do want to do this bit by bit. I don't know how I'm gonna throw this all together. Right now I'm just gonna give you guys what it is raw. I do have a lot of like clips from the Loho about how to lower a Tahoe, C-notching it, all that mess, but there's a lot of shit going on, so I'm just trying to pick up from, you know, the most recent thing. Everything else is super old footage. But yeah, Turbo RSX coming very, very soon. Baby girl is also coming very, very, very soon, which I'm really, really, really excited to have my baby girl. With that being said, I need to make sure I have all this stuff under wraps before she gets here, or at least try to get it tuned before she's born. That way, by the time she comes, I don't have to worry about touching this thing for a while. A lot of people are doing their setups differently. I'm just gonna do it the way I think I could do it best. Went ahead, cut out my crash bar. As you guys can see, I'm gonna recycle the metal that I cut from the crash bar to make brackets, so I can mount it up right here. I don't want it too close, so I don't have to cut out the bumper too much, but I also don't want it squished in between here, because you can see I had to move this sensor and push the horn in a little bit. If I was gonna do it, the charge piping would be in the way. I move it about an inch forward. Perfect. That being said, I don't really have a tripod. I do have a tripod, I lied. So I'm gonna go ahead and figure that out. Interesting, right here, O'Reilly's belt. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna pick up to when I drill the holes out on the crash bar and get it mocked up, so I could start seeing how I want to route the charge pipe. Very common for people to bend this tab right here, hammer this tab, and hammer this tab, cut it right here, hammer it in. Since I'm just moved here, I don't want to make too much of a noise for the neighbor, so like I said, I'm just gonna mount the intercooler up for now. I have some heat wrap coming for the new manifold, so hopefully that will be here in 2 days. So after that happens, I'm gonna end up removing the headers, and my headers and exhaust setup is for sale. Got 3-inch K-Teller, true 3-inch all the way back, V-banded on the back, so that way I could put a muffler if I really wanted to. Personally, I just like it loud and obnoxious, so that's what it is. And then PLM 4-to-1 headers. So hopefully that heat wrap can come soon, so I could start seeing how I want to move my harness around and all that stuff. With that being said, catch y'all on the next clip. Alright guys, so it's a couple hours later. Took some breaks in between, had to move some more stuff inside the house. As you can see, my bumper is back on. Everything went really good. Intercooler is in. I did have to cut all of this out of the bumper. I cut right here. I didn't really have to, but I have clearance now. I had to cut all this up here. I ended up, like I think I showed you, I recycled the bits and pieces that cut off the crash bar to make the mounts. All I have to do is make some bottom brackets. Otherwise, the bumper's on right now. I won't have to worry about anything else until I get the other stuff, so I can start putting the manifold on, dropping the old exhaust, and figuring out if I want to reroute like this fuel line and my shortened throttle cable heater core hoses and engine harness and stuff. So I really would like a tuck harness. I do want to get a catch can as well. So I have a spare my original valve cover where I could do the two 10AN fittings and run it whichever way I want to go. But overall, with my engine bay just to be wrinkled black and chrome. So I am debating on painting this black just so it looks a little cleaner. You can see I got the black couplers and intercooler piping. I don't want to add the quick release things. I do not like those. But yeah, you can see I got that right there for now.